Hello, Gemini, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Gemini, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it, and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So, with all that being said, Gemini, let's get started. How does Gemini currently view this relationship? So Gemini, we do have the Emperor, we do have the Five of Wands, as well as the Ten of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Wands, and then we also have the Six of Swords to the Seven of Cups. Okay. I want to focus on your energy, Gemini, first, and then we'll jump over to your person and their energy. For some of you, you could very well be dating somebody who's older than you. If this person's not older than you, they might just have more life experience than you do. That's, obviously, a possibility. But Gemini, I feel like you're tired of like being the good guy in this dynamic that you share with this person, especially when it's not being reciprocated back to you in return. So it kind of looks like you are drastically changing in this dynamic that you share with this person, and it kind of looks like they don't necessarily like it, okay? It's basically what I'm getting. But I feel like you've been trying your hardest to like be the good guy, in this dynamic that you share with this person. But it's one of those things where it's like they're free to do whatever it is that they want and you're not. It's basically what I'm getting. And I feel like you're tired of that. I feel like you're so sick and tired of showing up in the ways that you want them to show up, and they're clearly not doing that. Is basically what I'm getting. So it kind of looks like you're deciding to do whatever it is that you want to do. And if it rubs them the wrong way, then it does. And, if they get mad, then they get mad. If they don't like it, then they just don't like it. Like, I just kind of feel like you're kind of getting to that point within your dynamic with this person where you don't really care, if your actions and or behavior, rubs them the wrong way or upsets them, especially when they never really stop to care about how their actions and their behavior would essentially affect you. It's kind of like they've been doing whatever they want in this dynamic that they basically share with you, and you've been showing up in the ways that, you've been wanting them to essentially show up, and it kind of looks like they can't do that. And because they can't do that, it doesn't look like you have any sort of intentions of continuing to be that way with them. I guess you can say that you're rebelling. I guess you can say that with the Queen of Wands coming out here. I guess you could say that you're rebelling. I mean, that's a possibility. You know what I mean? With the Queen of Wands coming out here. But like I said, this drastic change within you is something that this person, they obviously do not like. It causes them to feel like you don't really care about them. You don't really love them. I am definitely getting that, but I feel like this person has made you feel that way on several different occasions. They've made you feel that way on several different occasions. It's basically what I'm getting. But let's look a little bit more into this person. So how does this person currently view this relationship? Ooh, with Gemini. Gemini, I feel like this is your energy. I feel like this is your energy. I mean, the Page of Swords is Gemini energy. I think that you're starting to kind of notice that this is taking a massive toll on them. This is definitely taking a massive toll on them. I think that you can definitely notice how much they don't necessarily like, the way that you've been going about this relationship and acting as of lately. You can tell that they're stressing. You can tell that, they're angry and upset, and they just don't like, this new you. They just don't like it. And I keep getting that, Gemini, from you. I don't think that you care anymore. I don't think that you care anymore. This to me kind of feels like the epitome of you giving this person, a dose of their own medicine. They never really stop to care about how their actions and their behavior would basically hurt you and affect you. So why should you? And like I said, you're definitely noticing that this new way of being towards them is taking a massive toll on them. And it kind of looks like you don't care. How does Gemini currently feel? Well, I don't feel like this is your energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We got the Nine of Swords. And then we also have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, I don't feel like this is your energy at all. So this person's really overpowering the reading to the point where I'm barely picking up on you. But with the Knight of Pentacles to the Nine of Swords to the Queen of Cups, I just kind of feel like they want the old Gemini back. They just want the old Gemini back. They don't like this new Gemini that they're having to essentially deal with. You know, it's definitely stressing them out is basically what I'm getting. And it's creating a lot of worry and concern for them on top of that. So it's stressing them out and also worrying them to death is basically what I'm getting. They just want the old Gemini back. You know, the Gemini that made them, you know, feel loved and appreciated. But it kind of looks like that person is gone. Kind of looks like that person is gone. And that's the thing, is that I feel like deep down inside this person knows that they don't have anybody else to blame, you know what I mean, but themselves, you know, because they pushed you to that point and they know that they did. Okay, how does this person currently feel? You know, I feel like this person's doing everything in their power, Gemini, to get the old Gemini back. I am getting that. They're trying everything in their power, Gemini. And it kind of looks like everything that they are doing to like get back into your good graces, as well as get this old Gemini back, you know, is concerned. It just doesn't appear to be working. In other words, I feel like this person's going to start showing up in the ways that you've been wanting them to show up for all this time. But it kind of looks like by the time that they decide to do right by you and this connection that they share with you and show up in the ways you need them to show up, it just kind of feels too late. It just kind of feels too late, unfortunately, you know, for them. It just kind of feels too late, Gemini. Okay, what actions will Gemini take towards this person are moving forward? So we do have the Two of Wands, we do have the Ten of Swords, and then we also have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this person's about to confront you very, very soon. I am definitely getting that. This person's about to confront you very, very soon. The way that you've been acting as of lately has them feeling like you just don't want to continue to be a part of this relationship anymore, because according to them, if you did, you wouldn't be treating them the way that you treat them. You wouldn't be acting the way that you've been acting. So I do see this person, you know, confronting you and just kind of telling you straight up, like, Gemini, I don't feel like you really want this anymore, because if you did, you wouldn't be treating me like this. You wouldn't be doing this. You wouldn't be doing that. The way that you've been towards this person truly does hurt them. Truly does hurt them. It truly does stress them out. And it truly does, you know, concern them. But I keep getting that they pushed you to this point. They pushed you to this point. They pushed you to this point. Yeah. They pushed you to this point. It's as if this person brought all of this, you know what I mean, upon themselves. What actions? Well, we already know roughly what this person's going to do next, but let's see what else we can get here. We do have the Ace of Cups to the Two of Swords, and then we also have the Eight of Pentacles. You know, this is interesting, because I do see this person confronting you and telling you straight up, like, Gemini, I just feel like you don't want this anymore. Look at the way that you're treating me. Look at the way that you're acting. Like, I just don't feel like you want this anymore. Like, if you don't want this, just tell me, just tell me, just tell me, and I'll respect that and I'll walk away too. But I don't even know why this person would even go as far as to communicate that last part to you, because with the Ace of Cups to Two of Swords to the Eight of Pentacles coming out here, it kind of looks like them walking away from this relationship is not an option in their mind. It's not an option in their mind. It's not an option in their mind. It's not. So if this person goes as far as to tell you, you know what, Gemini, if you don't want this, just tell me and I'll walk away. They don't have any sort of intentions of walking away, because walking away is not an option in their mind. It's just not. The only option they're giving themselves is to make this relationship work. That's the only option that they're basically giving themselves. They're not giving themselves the option to get up and walk away, because getting up and walking away from you, that's just not an option in this person's mind. It's, you know, the only options they're really giving themselves is, we're either going to make this work or we're going to make this work, you know? So it's weird, because because it looks like this person's coming your way and, you know, telling you, you know what, Gemini, do you want this or do you not want this? Because if you don't want this, that's fine. I'll walk away. But I don't even think this person will allow you to walk away. So then that's another thing too. So I don't even know why this person would even go as far as to even say that to you. Like, oh, if you don't want this, Gemini, you could just walk away, you know? I don't even think this person will let you walk out of their life. So, you know, then there's that. I just kind of feel like this person just wants you to like show them that you love them, show them that you care, show them that this relationship matters to you. I just kind of feel like that's what they want, you know? That's just what this person wants. And I feel like you've been doing that, you know, but I feel like they've been giving you 99 reasons as to why you shouldn't continue to be that way with them. You see what I mean? And this is why, you know, you're acting the way that you're acting and you are the way that you are within your relationship with them is because of them and everything they put you through has caused you to fall into this very like rebellious energy. Now you don't want to be the nice guy. Now you don't want to fight for this. Now you don't even want to like, you know, lift a finger and try to like improve things between the two of you or make things right between the two of you. You just don't care anymore. But it's because they've given you 99 reasons not to care anymore. It's basically what I'm getting. Here's the thing, Gemini, and I'm not going to take this away from them because it is obviously showing up in their energy. So I have to give it to them because it's showing up in their energy. Despite whatever this person has put you through in the past that has caused you to feel like they don't really love me, they don't really care about me, so why should I love them? Why should I care about them? Why should I do right by them? They don't do right by me. What's the point? Despite everything that this person has put you through, it kind of looks like this person has been trying to improve things between the two of you and make things right between the two of you. It's showing up in their energy, okay? The problem is, though, is that it kind of looks like this person's finally deciding to do right by you in this connection that they share with you once you've already reached that point of, you know what, I don't even care anymore. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't, nothing matters. This doesn't matter. It is what it is. Like, I feel like this person waited too long to like get their act together and change is basically what I'm getting. Had this person done all of this sooner, you know, maybe you would have never fallen into this rebellious energy. But because this person has continued to put you through things time and time and time and time and time and time and time again, it's like it has caused you to lose love as well as respect for them. You know, this person may have not realized that this is what was going on internally within you when they would turn around and continue to put you through things time and time again. But it kind of looks like that's what was going on internally within you. You were losing love for them. You were losing respect for them. Basically, but they are trying, you know. They are definitely trying, Gemini, to like make things right, you know. They definitely are trying to, you know, right their wrongs with you and keep this relationship between the two of you intact and afloat. But, you know, it's kind of getting to that point for them where they just feel like you just don't love them or care about this relationship anymore. And that really does, you know, hurt them. That really does hurt them. But I'm sure that it really did hurt you when this person was constantly putting you through things and giving you 99 reasons, you know, to not love them, to not respect them, to not fight for this. So I get where, you know, I get where you're coming from and I understand where this person's coming from, but they're going to try, you know, they're going to try to still keep fighting for this. You know what I mean? Relationship that they share with you, but it just hurts, you know, to, it just hurts them to see you be this way towards them. That's it. All right. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.